Hi everyone, my name is Alexandra. Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Without the intro, I want you to trigger people. I want you to trigger people as much as they've never been triggered before. I want you to be the source of somebody's discomfort. And you know why? Because that means you've grown. Because that means that your right now comfort zone is so much wider than somebody else's. And even more, I want you to especially trigger the people that you do not want to be like. You do not like the people. I want you to trigger them. And not in a sense of, oh, I know this is going to hurt them. I'm going to do them like some inconvenience. No, I want you to be yourself, and I want you to grow so much that somebody is going to look at you and they're going to feel small. And that's why it's going to trigger them, because they will know. They know that they could do more. They look at you and they're like, she's doing so much. She's doing much more than me. So that means I'm doing something wrong. So that means I have to bring her down, because otherwise I'm going to be forced to grow. And you know why? Because also my goal for 2026 is to grow as much as I can. And with that, to trigger as many people as I can. This sounds weird. This sounds very like, girl, what the hell are you even talking about? But honestly, I would be the happiest if I got to trigger as much chauvinistic, sexist boys, because I already said, if you're not acting like a man, you're not a man in my eyes, you're just a little boy. So I want to trigger as many boys or as many not girlies girls as possible. I do not want the people that I wouldn't want to surround myself with to be looking at me and to be hyping me up. If the people who I wouldn't ever starve with, who I wouldn't ever take advices from, who I wouldn't want to be as, if they are looking at me and they're like, hey, I like it, that means I'm doing wrong. And you know why? Because that means that my path is aligning with a path of somebody that I do not admire. And I want to become a person that I admire, that I love, that I want to inspire myself. Honestly, right now, as I'm looking right now at myself, I am going so much out of my comfort zone. Like every single day, I'm trying so many new things. And even like with the whole social media thing, it's still not very like in my comfort zone 9 out of 10 times whenever I'm posting something. Here, no. Because here, honestly, I feel very comfortable on YouTube. I don't know why it changes so much, but on YouTube, this is my most comfortable platform. On TikTok and Instagram, I feel very uncomfortable still posting there. But you know what? It gives me so much pleasure every single time I feel uncomfortable, and I still do it. You know why? Because even though this discomfort is right now by me, I can still feel it. I feel like weird and stuff. This is gonna pass, and my goals, they're gonna come. And I'm literally right now, even through my discomfort, reaching for those goals. I'm doing so much for my future self. And it brings me so much joy, so much pleasure, that I hope this discomfort is gonna last for a bit more, because I'm still gonna prove to myself, this is how much I love you. This is how much I love you, because I do not care that I'm gonna feel a bit weird right now, that I'm gonna be a bit embarrassed. I do not care for that, because I love you more. And I see the vision, and I see our future, and I want to get there. I want to go there. I'm going to bring us there. So that's why, even though sometimes I feel like, oh, a bit off, I'm still going to do everything that I can to go there, to get there, to be this person. I hope even this little intro inspired you so much to just basically trigger other people. Just trigger people. I'm gonna start with the example of social media, because I already went with this road. Everybody says that right now being like a social media creator is so easy. It's so easy because basically you just record yourself, right? You can do whatever you want. You can talk, you can cook, you can do whatever you're passionate about, or you can just lip sync to an audio. You post it. You can even edit it for a couple of minutes. You post it, and you can literally, if you go with algorithm like that, and if you're being regular with those things, you can really go places. You can have a full-time job by literally recording yourself. This is amazing. This is great. You know why not like everybody are doing it? Because they're scared. Because this thing, it costs discomfort. It costs displeasure. Not displeasure. It costs being uncomfortable and feeling a bit embarrassed at the beginning. Because this is not something that everybody are so hyped up about. Because like you have to record yourself, right? You have to put yourself out there. Every big thing has some costs. Every big thing, you have to go through embarrassment. You have to go through this discomfort phase if you're gonna go big. And even if you're not gonna post like with the social media, even not this thing, whatever big thing you're doing, it's gonna cost you discomfort. It's gonna cost you so much discomfort, even if you're a CEO of some company. And you know that some people that you're gonna meet on the way are gonna gossip about you or are gonna talk shit about you. And you're gonna be like, babe, you know why? because you're gonna trigger them. And whenever you're posting something and whenever you're doing something more than other people that are scared to do it, you're gonna trigger them and you're gonna bring them down by just being yourself. And you know what? This is good. This is very, very good, because that means you're not in their category. You're outside of the scarcity mindset. You're outside of this, I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna feel uncomfortable. Oh, then get yourself a blanket and go to sleep. Because like basically, if you wanna be a big girl, right? You're gonna have to put your big girl pants and big girl shoes, and you're gonna just have to go and get places, and you have to just take matter into your own hands, because there's no such thing that you can do that is gonna be so pleasurable and so easy, and it's gonna give you like big results. And if you want to grow in any way, even if there is such thing, even if you're not gonna have to get out of your comfort zone, and I'm not even talking about money, but you're gonna just like go places, okay, but you're gonna be stuck on a level under this comfort, right? This is the comfort zone. You're gonna be stuck on this level because you do not wanna like leave it. You do not want to make it wider. You do not want to go abroad of this. You just want to stay. So you're just going to go around the circle because you're too scared. And after a while, you're going to feel so comfortable in this circle that it's going to be like crazy for you to get out, because you're like, but why would I get out? Like, this is so good. This is so nice. Like, I want to stay here. And this is the biggest, like the worst thing, the biggest mistake that you can ever do for yourself, because this way you're keeping yourself always comfortable, always in the blankie, and you never get to see the world. You never get to make your life more, okay? Make your life more and trigger people, because sometimes with maybe one of those triggers, you're gonna realize something. And maybe this trigger thing, right? It's gonna make somebody have a better life. And even if it's not going to make somebody have a better life, it's going to make you have a better life. You know why? Because you're going to grow and grow and grow and grow. And after a while of triggering people, those people are going to stay so much in the past. And you're going to be so just like, I don't give a shit if I do it or I don't do it to you. Like, I don't care. And this is the mentality that I already have right now. And it's still the point that whenever I get some hate comments or hate messages, I really don't care. Like, I do not feel like anything. I don't even know how to say that, because honestly, why would you care if it's a stranger on the internet? I get it with the whole like, oh my God, this is my friend and she's talking this weird things to me, and it's hurtful. You know why? Because you let her in. She knows you a bit, right? But when it's a stranger on the internet, he can see those 15 seconds of you, or 7 seconds, or even like a couple of minutes, or like, I don't know, 20 minutes, even an hour, okay? It's as much as he knows you. You have 20 years of you, and he just gets to see those 15 seconds. And do you think his opinion is really valid? Like, let's just think there right now, okay? And if you get out of your comfort zone and you like get in face with those hate comments and you're like, oh, okay, basically, do you want to limit yourself back, go back into the circle just because they, by their mindset in their life, feel a bit weird? Because let me tell you, you will never ever find a prospect of life that is not going to trigger anybody. Like, sometimes I'm not even doing anything. Like, I was just walking down the street today, and you know how many side eyes I got? A lot, especially from like this one old woman. I don't know have I ever done to her. Like, she was just so mad at me. I don't know why, but basically I was just walking down. She was like, I was like, I'm sorry, miss. I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry, basically, because and sometimes you're not doing anything and you trigger some people. Just be the way you are. Just the way you are. And that's it. And you know why? Because it's them. It says nothing about you and everything about them. They're the one limited. They have the little circle and they see your circle and they're like, the audacity. She grew. Crazy woman, right? Like, what did she do? Oh my gosh. Like, it says nothing about me and everything about them. And honestly, I wanted to talk about this subject already before, but I especially wanted to talk about it since I had a conversation with who else than my boyfriend. I feel like the recent videos are a lot about him. But anyway, I had the conversation with him and he told me that he is feeling so frustrated by some comments that I received lately under my reels. And it was like, I recorded this one video that was like, it's only embarrassing if you're embarrassed. And it's basically what I talked about in the recent videos, because it is only embarrassing if you're embarrassed. Because basically, if you don't feel the embarrassment, why would it be embarrassing for you? Your world is what you're choosing. But anyway, I'm gonna continue it later. And some dude that I didn't see the comment because my lovely boyfriend reported the comment. Some dude texted on underneath it, like, yes, and you're embarrassing, or this is embarrassing, or like something basically that I'm embarrassing. Let's just get straight to the point. And I didn't even see it. And when he told me this, I was like, and I was waiting for like some like, you know, something more, like how did the story go? And he was like, that's it. Like, it made him so frustrated, because he's like, they don't know you. Why would they talk like that if they don't know you? Like, you're such an amazing person. Why would they say something like that about you? And I was like, exactly. They don't know me. They just saw this video and they felt the urge to comment on it because they felt triggered and they felt like they need to do more, because I felt so free. I felt so good. I felt so comfortable. I didn't care that I recorded myself dancing and just showing my outfit or like lip singing or anything like that, because it's like, it's such a little thing. And I just basically felt free. I felt comfortable. And I'm a very like extra person, and honestly it's very hard for me to feel uncomfortable. And I felt like, okay, I recorded a video, I added the text, I posted it, I didn't care much. They felt so hurted and they commented on it, not knowing who I am, not knowing anything about it. And I didn't care because I know this. But I got why like my boyfriend reacted this way, because it's easier not to care when you're being attacked and when your like close people are being attacked. This is different, so I get it. He literally just explained to himself with this question, like, since they don't know you, why would I? Exactly, they don't know me, and it says everything about them, nothing about me. It's the same with bullying, right? Like, some person can like be bullied because it triggers, they trigger something in the other person. They just trigger it, and that's it. Like, for example, if I do not care about my weight, if this is not anything that I'm focusing on, then I'm not gonna focus on it in anybody else. I've never had problems with weight. I've never been either too thin or too obese. I've always been like basically in a healthy size and in kind of a fit size, because I've always done a lot of sports. So basically I never had any problems with myself. I did have a bit of like body dysmorphia, but this is different. Like, I didn't have that much body dysmorphia. I had it for a while when I was growing up, because of course of the comments of, you know, people nearby me. They've been very, very not nice about me, even though like right now when I'm looking at my back photos, I'm like, literally I look like a kid. That's it. Like, there's nothing more about that. So if you're bullying a 12-year-old because she doesn't have any breasts, like, girl, just get a grip. Anyway, I've had body dysmorphia, but it was never as big, and I honestly I got over it very quickly. So since I was like 15, I didn't have any problems with like body dysmorphia or anything like that. And afterwards, after I got over, you know, this weird fact that I was like bullied or anything like that, I wasn't focusing, like the weight wasn't what I was focused on. And whenever somebody was making comments about somebody else, about their weight, about their posture, their figure, something like that, I was like I didn't notice anything. When I was talking to a person, I wasn't noticing if she has a double chin or if he has, I don't know, like fat arms. Like, this was not what I was looking at, right? Another example is when almost like my whole life I had very clear skin. And then when I started having acne, I started being more focused on the skin. So before, it was my insecurity. I literally didn't see when somebody had an acne unless they had very red face. So this is something that you can see, but I wasn't, you know what I mean? Afterwards, after I had problems with acne, like during the period or after the period, I was so insecure about this that it was so easy for me to see somebody else's complexions, because I was focused on somebody. Like, I was looking if everybody else have clear skin, if maybe they have bad skin. Like, I was so focused on that basically I could notice it much more. So afterwards, I realized that it is actually not saying anything about those people. It says everything about me, because everything that you are focused on, this is what you're noticing. Because actually, you know how many signals our brain can intake, like from looking around, and you know what? You know how many percent it ignores. It ignores so much. Like, our brain is filtering so much information, and it just ignores it. It ignores all those signals, and it just takes whatever it is for survival. And you know why we like think this is for survival? Because this is not in our comfort zone. We are insecure about this. We are like focused on this. So we think, okay, this is bad. We need to notice this because we were thinking about it lately. So maybe it has some impact. And our brain thinks this way. It's not because this is the most important thing on the world. Maybe somebody else wouldn't give a shit. But me, when I was insecure about this, I was looking at this. And when I'm not insecure about the weight, or I'm not really focused on it, this is not any of my goals, I do not think this is relevant in any sort of way, then this is not what I'm noticing. So when somebody else is looking at you and it starts bullying you and starts bringing you down and feels the need, feels so much trigger, because they are insecure. It's because their focus is on this part. And so when they see it in you, they feel bad. They feel attacked, and they feel so in injustice, right? So they, like poor people, have to face you and have to see how you're doing well, and it's not very fair to them. So basically, why the hell would you care about this, since it's their problem, it's their insecurity, it's their mindset? And if you're just here living your life, living your best life, trying to reach for more, trying to just put yourself out there in any sort of way, in the social media part, or in like academically wise, or maybe you're started going to the gym, right, to get like in a better shape, or to gain muscles, or anything like that, and somebody feels so triggered by you because they're like, that used to be me, so now I can maybe bully them. Because I also know those people. I do not continue knowing them, because I feel like this is much below anybody that I would want to be. When somebody else have been very skinny their whole life, and then they like gained muscles, and they feel strong, and they feel better, and they feel the need to bring somebody else down, like the person who looks like them before, it's crazy, okay? And why would you want to please those people? Why would you want to please the people that, first of all, make no sense, second of all, are bullies, are just basically cruel and bullies, third of all, know nothing about you? They see one pattern of you. They feel like they know you. They feel like they see your whole personality right there. And they feel the need to bring you down. Why would you want to please those people? And if you learn to ignore this, if you learn to just ignore those, I don't know, spiteful, hateful comments, or I don't know, somebody else's, not even like on social media, in real life, the comments or the bullies or anything like that, if you learn to ignore it, you're gonna be much happier, babe. Because you're always gonna trigger some people. And actually, I really wish you trigger more people. I wish you bring up pleasure and joy from it like I do. Because I know that when I trigger some like insecure little boys or not girly girls, I feel so good. I feel so good. I feel so great, because that means I'm doing really well. That means I'm so not like them, that they are noticing that I'm going outside of the pattern, and they're like, who does she think she is? I'm exactly who I think I am, babe. I'm exactly who I think I am. So I feel so good whenever I trigger somebody. I feel so right in the moment, right where I'm supposed to be. I'm like, damn girl, I did good. This is a damn girl or damn boy, because I heard recently that I'm saying girl too much on the videos, and there are also boys, there are men watching those videos. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be like, oh boy, okay, oh boy. And basically, not boy, because we do not like boys, we love men. So, oh man. And that's it. So anyway, basically, I really wish you trigger as many people as possible, because this is a great pleasure when you actually get into this mindset, when you get into this mentality. Since I'm triggering the people that I wouldn't want to be like, that means I'm not like them. And that feels really good, because that is like a confirmation, like you're going places, you're on the right path. Because if I wouldn't want to be like them, that doesn't mean that they're below me or anything like that. They are maybe more limited in a category that right now I'm like expanding myself in. Maybe they are exactly who they want to be. I know I wouldn't want to be like them. So this is good, since I'm not like them right now. It feels great, babe. It feels so good that I'm like, every time I'm like I'm just like doing my little dancey. And actually, like I wish more people would realize that. Like, if you are being so much, if you're being a lot, that means you are gonna trigger people. And I've been told, I already talked about it before in my YouTube, I've been told most of my life that I am too much. And also by boys, like when I was like going out on the first dates, when I was like just basically dating, I was told that I'm too much, that I'm so much, that I'm a lot to take, I'm so high maintenance. Guess what? My boyfriend loves me so much, and he loves all my 19 personalities, and he worships all of them. So we're good. And since I'm too much for some people, that means I'm like actually a lot. That means I can do a lot of things. That means I have a lot of hobbies. That means I have a lot of love. I have a lot of passion. I have a lot of energy. That means I'm actually a lot in many categories. And guess what? I'm a very good person. I have a lot of good qualities. So since somebody can say I'm a lot, I am a lot. I am a lot. And if it's too much for you, baby, go and swim in some like maybe more shallow waters, because I'm very deep. I'm a lot to take. So if you're gonna drown in my water, just go and swim in like a lake, because I'm the whole ocean. So if it's a lot for you, if it's too much for you, don't swim in my oceans. That's all I want to tell you. And I've met throughout the years like a couple of those girls who are told their whole life that they are too much. And guess what? We're besties. We love each other. And you're going to meet those people. You're going to meet the people who are exactly like you, who are aligning with who you are, who are aligning with who you want to be. Guess what? You're not going to trigger them. You're not going to like feel limited by them. You're not going to feel judged by them. And you're going to feel exactly as much as you should be. And exactly as much as you are. Because if you're a lot, that's great. That's great, because baby, you're a lot of love. You're a lot of passion. You're a lot of energy. You're a lot of great things. And maybe also you have bad qualities, as everybody. Maybe you can make also a lot of mistakes that you can learn a lot of lessons from. But this is life. And since you are so a lot, that's great. That is really great. And embrace it. Because honestly, I love those people. I'm so obsessed with people who are a lot, because they're not boring. You never get bored. You can know them for 10 years of your life, and you always get to know another part of them. And there's so much that you're feeling excited every single time you want to meet them. And I have so many friends like that. And every single time I'm going to grab a cup of coffee or going for like a sleepover or anything like that, I feel so excited and I feel so right in the place. And I know that together we will trigger people even more. And it feels so good. It feels so amazing. And I really, really hope that soon you're going to meet the people you're going to align with. But until then, even if you're going to trigger so many people on the way, which is good, just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep growing. And do not care about some like user 906 who's going to say, oh, you're stupid. Okay, baby. Okay, it's good that from this 5 seconds that you've seen me, you had this opinion. It's good. It's good. Keep your opinion strong. Continue doing so, bully. I wanted to talk about it, not because it had any impact towards me, but honestly, I felt really good about the fact that it didn't. And since my boyfriend brought it up, I kind of like saw that it didn't have any impact on me. And I wanted to talk about this, like trigger as many people as you want. And I feel like this combined very well. So that's all I wanted to say. Your calling is great. And I believe that every single human has a great calling. And if they just get out of their comfort zone, they're going to get there. Because baby, you have big goals. I know that whoever I'm talking to, they have big goals. And otherwise you wouldn't want to be watching the self-growth like YouTube videos or reading their books or trying to reach for more. You wouldn't do that if you didn't have much like bigger inspirations, bigger potential, right? You're trying to reach this potential and you want to find your way. Like, where am I supposed to go? How am I supposed to do that? Every day, little by little. Start with triggering other people, the ones that you don't like, the ones that you do not want to be like. And just basically you're going places and just believe in it. And if somebody is going to tell you, oh my God, she thinks she's that. Oh my God, she thinks she's going to place. Yeah, I am. And I am all that. And I do think that like I'm all that. Yeah, I do. Honestly, I think I'm great. Like my boyfriend's always laughing at me like this. My sister has been laughing at me my whole life that, oh my God, Ola, like you're so obsessed with yourself. I am. I'm super obsessed with myself. Like if I have to count the amount of hours I spend just looking at myself in the mirror, or just like writing my little journal, or reading my own poems, because I do write poetry, and whenever I'm like bored, sometimes I read my own poetry, and I think I'm great. I'm a great author. And honestly, if I do not believe in myself, who will? This is my life, okay? Who else's opinion matters as much as my own? Because I think nobody's. So since that, why would I be my own hater or do not care about me? Like, why would I do that? I fell in love with myself since I was 16, and I love myself so much. I love me so much, and I think everybody should love themselves. I think I have so many videos here. I honestly didn't talk about it for quite a while right now, but I have so many videos on my page, like just basically specifically talking about self-love, because I think this is the main thing that you should embrace in your life. Because if you do not love yourself, why would you feel the need to do more? Why would you feel the need to actually give yourself all this? You wouldn't, because you wouldn't care as much. But if you love yourself so much, you're gonna want to give yourself everything. You're gonna be like, she deserves it. Sometimes when I have troubles with like actually imagining how loved am I, how amazing am I look at myself from a perspective of my younger self. Like, I visualize me talking right now, looking at my young self since I was very little, since I was like newborn, and then I was 1, and then I was 2. Like, I'm looking at my growth since I was a baby, and I like watch my whole story. I fall in love with myself more and more because I see myself and I'm like, she is so full of light. This is what my mom always tells me, that I'm a little sunshine and that I'm full of light. And when I watch myself, sometimes like through old photos or just in my imagination, like I remember the things, I just try to watch myself from the third perspective and third person's perspective. And I'm just like, I'm looking, I'm watching, and I'm admiring, because baby, you've been a ray of sun. You are a ray of sun yourself. I do not think that there is anything that is going to stop you from actually reaching your full potential except of you. If you're not gonna stop yourself, nobody else will, because nobody else can actually have such an impact in your life to stop you from doing anything. And I'm not talking about your parents, I don't know, saying no or not giving you any, like, this is different. Your life doesn't end at your 18th, right? Your life doesn't end when you finish college. You have so much time. You have your whole life ahead of you. You can start right now. It's better if you start right now, because you can reach more and more, right? You have your whole life. You can start already. But if you physically cannot start already, doing as much, maybe, do as much as you can. And the rest will align, okay? Your time is gonna come. And believe me when I say God knows the right timing, okay? You do not know what you do not know, okay? You do not know why God is waiting right now. You do not know why you haven't met your soulmate, or why this perfect job that you wanted to go to, like why they told you no. Like, you do not know that, but you're gonna know. In a while, you're gonna look back and you're gonna see like, it all makes sense, right? Just believe in yourself. Just believe that there is this big goal waiting for you. There's this big thing waiting for you. And there's this big thing that is basically you. There's this big person. There's this big thing, this big light, this sun that is just basically you in the future. And you just have to get yourself there. And none of those people, those hateful people, are going to stop you from that. You can only stop yourself, or you can just basically inspire yourself. And get rid of this being scared of discomfort. No, discomfort is so good. It shows you that you're growing. It shows you that you're reaching for more. It's great. If you're uncomfortable, it's great. But create your own discomfort, okay? Because I don't want this to be like, if you're uncomfortable and just like it's some random dude making you uncomfortable. No, this is not good, okay? This is somebody crossing the boundary. I'm saying you, yourself, deciding, I'm gonna get out of this like comfort zone of mine. This is good. This is great. And do it. Okay? And do not care for some random dude's opinion, because they do not know you. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say in today's video. I love you guys so, so much. I believe that everybody here are beautiful people, beautiful souls who are meant for more, who are meant for big, great things. And I hope we're gonna get there together. And I love you guys so, so much. Have an amazing day. Have a great week. Bye, babes.